Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in the system.
Yeah. How the hell are you? Are you doing good? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe.
Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is?
It's time to celebrate National Spinach Day.
It is March 26th. It is National Spinach Day.
Eat your spinach.
Oh, spinach.
National Spinach Day. I got this can of spinach.
Dude, is this spinach?
You're supposed to eat the spinach.
I'm strong to the finish because I eat space spinach.
3, 2, 1. It's showtime.
Oh, yeah. This might be a controversial opinion, but having spinach on pizza is really freaking good, man. Oh my God, especially if it's like thin crust pizza from Chicago, where I'm from. You should have known I'm from Chicago by the way I say Chicago. But you know what should not be on pizza, and I'll say it. I'm not a pizza snob. I'll eat it if it's free. But I'm telling you, I cannot stand pineapple on pizza. I know, good. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll eat it. It's edible. Like at some of the radio jobs I've had, like Hungry Howie's would be a sponsor, and they would bring like 20 boxes, and yeah, you eat it because it's in front of you. But I'm not really going out of my way to order it. It's not really on my pizza agenda. Let me tell you about this morning. And when I say morning, I mean more like 10:20 a.m. I don't know what happened, man. I somehow slept really funny on my body. And like my upper shoulder and like lower back. So kind of like the back of like my left arm. So like connecting to my upper shoulder and my lower left side of my back. Just woke up in frickin' pain, bro. My God. It's no good. It's terrible. And then the worst was like, I was just driving through downtown Tampa, and like if I made like a right turn, my back would hurt. And I'm like, God, is this what it's like being old? And I know I have an older audience as well from my time doing FM talk radio. So they're going to be like, oh yeah, wait till you're 48. Well, no, I can still be a little old at 31. Especially with my height, the same height, everyone's like, oh my God, it must be so freaking awesome being tall. Oh my God, it's got to be so awesome. It's okay. It's cool. It gets me ladies, I'll be honest. But that and my good looks, but like it comes with back pain at age 30. And I know that's kind of what happens. I had a coworker once tell me your check engine light comes on when you turn 30, but my God, my freaking back, man, it's killing me. Sometimes I want to pray to God, but I just don't know, man. It's not like my vibe. I want to believe in God. I'm really jealous of people that believe in God. I'm like, that must be the greatest feeling ever to like believe in something. You know what I mean? I wish I had that. You know what I wish I don't have? I don't even know what that means. Is the fact that I don't ever watch late night TV. I don't ever wish upon myself to go, oh my God, let me go on ABC or NBC on YouTube TV and watch this. But let's see. Maybe last night was funnier.
I read that a growing number of men are now getting beard transplants.
Here we frickin' go.
I mean, best case scenario, it's back here, right?
In Florida, they are running out of orange juice, of all things. The orange industry is getting hit hard by diseased crops. In Florida,
I'm going to imagine that Jimmy Kimmel, that rich elite douchebag in Hollywood's going to have some punchline about how Florida's stupid.
even the trees have STDs now.
I mean, that's not far off.
Lately, there's been a shift in the toy market thanks to the rise of grown-up toy aficionados known as kidults.
Wow, freaking funny.
Companies are catering to them specifically now, like Lego, which just launched an age 18-plus adult-focused line, which really sounds like Lego's making sex toys. You know their slogan, Lego sex toys, ow.
Can we be real for a second? Is Colbert funny? I'm not saying Colbert is not funny, but he was funnier when he was playing a character. San Diego passes first in the nation policy to ban digital-only coupons at grocery stores. Here's a councilman from San Diego talking about it.
These are not savings. They're schemes.
I was just buying toilet paper the other day, and it was a $5 discount if you had the digital coupon. Now, to get that coupon, I had to first download an app for Vons. Then I had to sign up for an account. Then I had to scan the proper code to get the digital coupon. And once I was at the cash register, she had to manipulate my phone to figure out where the barcode was.
Sounds like it's a user.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get I get why they want you to use the app. Like McDonald's is like, we'll give you the best deals ever, but it can't be a last minute purchase. Because if you're planning to go to McDonald's, it's not a good choice. You know what I mean? Like, think about it this way. You plan, if you're in Tampa, I'm going to go to Burns Steakhouse. Or if you're in Cleveland, rest in peace to Melt Grilled Cheese. Can't believe that freaking place closed. But I'm telling you, you plan out what you're going to eat ahead of time. If you're honestly planning ahead, I'm going to eat McDonald's later. It sounds freaking good. It's disgusting. So, like, the whole idea of ordering ahead on the app. Like, no, I just want to just go through the drive-thru, pretend I didn't eat it, and then crap it out later. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Now, a lot of radio shows don't give Wise Brother Media any credit, and I don't think they need the credit. It's like a radio prep service. Like, I don't think they want it, but they deserve it. They make all these comedy bits. Here's one. What a woman thinks about spring cleaning.
And now, a woman thinking about spring cleaning.
If one more idiot says spring means spring cleaning, I'll slap them with my Swiffer.
I bet you will.
It's finally warm outside and I'm supposed to stay inside to dust? Besides, the kids are home for spring break. I clean up the Legos and they dump them right back on the floor. Why can't they spend all day on their phones like normal kids? So, yeah, I'll take a pass on cleaning this spring. Sorry, soap scum remover that gives me that slightly awesome contact high. I won't need you till summer.
Yeah, you know, when you're like cleaning out your bathtub and you get that like vibe where it just freaking hits you, man.
Oh, but wait, the kids are home even longer then.
Whatever. At least me, I give it credit. It was Wise Brother Media. And finally, in this opening segment, 23andMe is going bankrupt. And here is California Attorney General Rob Bonta talking about why he would delete the data on their website. Right here on Happy Hour.
I'm the California Attorney General. I'm also a consumer. It's a decision that's best for me to delete today. The private sensitive data and information of 14 million consumers who have used 23andMe could get into the wrong hands.
Yeah, pretty freaking frightening if you ask me. Spring cleaning, 7 things guests notice that make your place gross. Bathroom, doorknobs and light switches, dirty dishes, old food in the fridge, dust, dirty floors, and the smell. So if you have any of those things, I totally don't, then you are just the worst. Not at all. Napster just sold for $207 million. I didn't even know they still existed. Some could say that about radio, but I go, hey, I work in it, leave it alone. You know what I mean? All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. But this party's only begun. If you think this is all that there is today on Happy Hour, you're out of your friggin' mind. And we'll get things started right after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yo, it's boogie time, so come on, let's swing it, alright? I be the show, make a room, shaking it down. I be the nigga with a high profile. Everybody come on, we be the shakers with a crazy style. Showing everybody how to enjoy crazy wild. One time rocking to the side, chilling women everywhere. I be the big down, swinging the hot for super jigger.
Baby, come on, you better rock with me. I be the hot shot player from Norway to my nigga, making everybody scream, making everybody dance. I'm the king of the swing.
Yo, we be rocking it dead, cause we're the place stopping top 10, shocking the world.
Cause we're the flow, shake his speed, make us rockin' the city.
You're the only one.
Come on.
Last night a jewels in my life. There's a party going on. Last night a jewels in my life. Now it's boogie time. Last night a jewels in my life. There's a party going on now. Yeah, jewels. Party. Yeah.
Yo, I ride when I jet, super nigga on the set, hanging out, man, nigga showing love, simple figures.
Yo, I'm Merc when I jet, we're Caribbean connected. Yo, baby, don't trip, hit the club up type shit.
We be smoking the cigars on the Spanish top hills, rocking non-stop, party everywhere, another party over there.
Mad skills with the homies on the dance floor, mad roll. Man, the city goes with the banjo.
Josh rockers, I flip or squash, shocking superstars on the way to the top. We representing Norway, check it out, enjoy the quality down. We living life to the fullest, y'all swing yourself around.
You're the only one.
Come on.
Last night a jewels in my life. There's a party going on. Last night a jewels in my life. Now it's boogie time. Last night a jewels in my life. There's a party going on now.
Mr. Rhyme, ragtime, sugar dime, jungle fever, game tight, boogie nights, moving in for the kill. We be the one in a mill.
We be the top plays, rhyme lays, raving the world.
With a sugar from the top, non-stop hip-hop.
We be the hot tip, shaking everybody with a top shit. Comments, neighborhood rocks, us for the dough.
Picture me on the dance floor, booging everybody down. Me the dance, keep surprising everybody with a jab. And every time I do my thing, you gotta swing it with me.
They're taking over your mind, cause we're the jiggers with a baseline, shaking it high. Cause we the place, silent time, the bar, man.
You're the only one.
Come on.
Last night a jewels in my life.
Yeah.
There's a party going on. Last night a jewels in my life. Now it's boogie time. Last night a jewels in my life. There's a party going on now.
Do you know this is Allen Iverson?
Show me now. Jiggy, jiggy. Yeah, come on. Top 10 on the rag, yo. Boogie with a bang, yo. Squeeze 24 pump mode till you fly, yo.
I got it. Yeah, baby, you can swing whenever, even though that makes no sense. It kind of does if you're into transsexuals. 856-49-HAPPY.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZ Beezy Honey at DZBeezyHoney.com. When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. If you go to DZBeezyHoney.com and at checkout use promo code HOPPE, you can save 20%. It comes in the form of a lollipop, lick the lollipop, the bar, a honey stick, or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to DZBeezyHoney.com and at checkout use keyword happy, HOPPE. I saw an article on that prep site that said that 33% of Americans are burnt out. I think it's more, man. I'm fighting through it today. Some days I'm super silly. Some days I'm super excited. Or super grumpy. It's called being bipolar. And also waking up with random back pain that's killing you while you're ranting into a microphone.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hi, this is Chris Dam from the Two Guys Named Chris Show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Hey, it's Chris Kelly from the Two Guys Named Chris Show, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Warning, listening to Hoppe Hour may cause sudden bursts of laughter in public.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Yo, darling of the Hoppe Hour, worldwide broadcast. Tune in for the scoop, celeb, gossip, and man. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, kicking off the night, talking about the love, the news, keeping it tight. 85 609 4773. Hit the digits, call the show, set your mind free. From day to wild tales, ain't no rest in the world syndicated. Hoppe is the best. Hoppe Hour's live.
856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right, I've sat on this rant for a few days. I didn't want to go right in talking about Alec Baldwin. Because honestly, talking about Alec Baldwin puts me in a freaking bad mood.
From dawn till dusk, the stories they climb. All Hoppe Hour, time flies by and rhyme. Hoppe Hot Topic.
So here is a clip. We got about 10 minutes. We're going to really dig into this and make this into a reel on Facebook and on all my social media at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here are some of the best of the Baldwins.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Tuesday night at 8 on TLC or whatever it's on.
I've seen one of the loves of her life naked.
Not the love of my life.
He was one of the loves of her life. He was a very important boyfriend of hers. And we went to go see him on Broadway, and he was naked.
Yeah, you're definitely a beta male, like Baldwin, to be freaking honest here.
In his whole, as our British friends, he had his bits out.
That's such a boomer thing to not want to say penis or dick. His bits are out. Who the hell says that?
We went to go see Take Me Out, the musical that our dear friend Scott Ellis directed, and all these baseball players were in the locker room, and they were all turned around naked with their dongs hanging out. And he's there, her boyfriend, and I recognize him. I met him before. And when he turns around with his personality hanging out, I'm like, oh!
Who says personality? No wonder Alec Baldwin doesn't have a personality. He doesn't even know how to use the word.
Oh, okay. He had like a clarinet hanging from his pants.
This guy was the most renowned actor of the 80s and 90s, even though he ruined a movie called The Shadow that was based off the Old Time Radio show. I was so excited to see it when I saw it on DVD because my dad liked Old Time Radio. Radio is always in my house, and he ruined it. But he was good in Beetlejuice. He's funny in other things he's done. He wasn't bad in 30 Rock. And this is what you become?
The guy literally turns around and we were all like, ah! Whoa!
I will say, it's making Alec Baldwin not likable, but like a little likable. Like just like 5%.
How can you remember this more than I do?
And when you meet him backstage,
yeah, he saw what used to bang on his wife, or maybe still does.
we go out into the lobby, we meet them all. And her boyfriend comes and I'm like, hey, how you doing?
And I was like, I'm going to stay over here.
She's freaking weird, man. She's so itty bitty. You know those like girls that are itty bitty you can just pick up and
you can't pay attention to a word he's saying. He's standing right here talking to me. I'm sitting looking at him going, then he's looking at me going, yeah, you know, the show and this and that and this. I'm like, you have like a baseball bat that you stuff into your pants every day.
Wow, he's freaking weird, man. This guy has 7 kids. This guy is a father. Let's see how Alec Baldwin and Hilaria first met. You know what I bet happened? Here's how I think this went. I think they went to, let's say, a party. And she sees the rich guy in the building and she goes, jackpot.
Happy hot topic.
Alec and Hilaria Baldwin are taking a trip down memory lane. The two told their oldest daughter, Carmen, all about their first time meeting each other on this week's episode of The Baldwins.
I met your mother in a restaurant in New York City. She was with 2 friends of hers. I was with my friend Brandon.
Told you, close enough.
We're at this place, and with my 2 girlfriends, and we're drinking a glass of wine.
And I go, I'm going to get rich.
And my friend...
I wonder if she showed up with the Spanish accent.
She hit me. She whacked me. She's like, Hilaria, Alec Baldwin is looking at you. Did you even know who Alec Baldwin was? I knew who he was because I had seen Working Girl a few times, because I really liked Working Girl. So I leaned over, and he was looking at me, and I winked at him, because that's like the cringiest thing that you could
She's like, you want to blow job tonight?
possibly do, but you know what? I was like at least 1 glass of wine in. And when I was
At least one, about 14, honey.
leaving, I had to walk right by him, and he took my hand and he said, who are you? I must know you. And I was like,
She's starting to do that Spanish accent thing. Stop it.
okay, well, at least now he's being cringy too, because that's like a really bad line.
Work like magic. Look at it. Look at us now.
Yeah, you got 7 kids and you took someone's life. You're really winning.
And while eating with 2 of Alec's friends who are visiting, Hilaria talked about their 26-year age gap.
Age difference is there. I'm always insecure. Even when I went to have dinner with
You should be insecure.
him, I felt like it was a big deal for somebody to bring me out to dinner. I mean, I was in the land of like, you split the check, and it was a big deal that he, paid for dinner.
Oh, stop it. You know your dad paid for everything.
I didn't take that lightly. And then he just texted back, what do you think about
Cat just jumped on the table.
dating somebody who's 26 years older than you? And I was like, oh.
The cat is on the table while they're all eating at their dinner table.
I did date people who were age appropriate for her. When I met her, she was very young, so they're very young. And I meet them, and I was like, okay, I get it. They're very handsome and very super fit guys, and they're about as interesting as watching, the grass grow.
Hilaria then joked why she chose Alec.
But I wanted to have my kids, and I wanted them to look good, and that's why.
You wanted to have a baby with a good looking
I wanted to have a baby with a good looking guy. You could have been like anybody. You were just the first good looking guy that walked up to me. So I was like, okay, this baby will.
I'm the first good looking guy.
They're weird, man.
Alec then jokes he met one of Hilaria's exes before and recalls seeing him naked on stage.
All right, we already heard about that.
Daughter Ireland Baldwin and fans got a peek at the first time Hilaria's kids met Ireland's daughter Holland.
My relationship with Ireland I feel like it's unique for a stepmom
Duh. Because you heard the voicemail, right? We'll play that later. It's always my favorite bit.
and stepdaughter relationship. Because that's technically what we are. But first of all, I'm 11 years older than her. I didn't
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
raise her. And we find tremendous humor in that. And we always...
I bet they freaking laugh at Alec. I bet they're sitting in the back seat, and not back seat, maybe, or maybe more like the backyard is what the word I was looking for. And they're like drinking wine and just laughing at his narcissism. He took that life.
have found tremendous humor. So,
Thank you.
She's very into chewing things up and putting it in your mouth.
It's okay. Since I'm your, grandma, it's gonna be okay. Right?
Yeah, you're definitely not the grandma.
Yep. I haven't seen
You're a gilf.
Ireland in a long time because we live so far and, we both had babies. And even though...
With the visual, but they're showing pictures. I'm going to post this on RyanHoppyRadio.com. It's going to be on the slideshow of all the things I talked about. It's a picture of Alec Baldwin and his daughter talking. There is no love there.
Alex met his new baby granddaughter. I haven't met Holland until this little trip. We FaceTime all the time, we talk all the time, but we haven't actually met up. And so we got all the kids together for a play date this morning.
Oh God, the kids in the background. I think I'm just so not used to the idea of having kids. I love when people that have kids talk to me and they're like, "Oh, you don't want that at all," as if they're regretting it. And I'm like, "No, I got a vasectomy at 28, whatever." And they're like, "Oh wow," they sound so jealous.
It's so wonderful because we were pregnant together, but just barely.
Hilaria then recalled the first time she ever
That's kind of gross being pregnant with your stepdaughter.
met Ireland and recalled the deal breaker she told Alec.
Before I was her stepmother, when I met her, I first had a conversation with Alec and I said, if she doesn't like me, I'm not staying.
If you have to say that up front, it means you got a pretty awful personality. Or as they would say in Boston, where you're from, you're not from Spain, they would say, wicked.
Because I'm not going to be wicked stepmother. My place in life is not to come into a family.
Did she just use the word wicked? I knew she would. Listen, did she?
Because I'm not going to be wicked stepmother.
Wow, I guessed it. I'm getting good at this.
Place in life is not to come into a family and cause problems.
Whatever.
I love you and I'm loving our relationship, but I have too much respect for the family. And she's such an amazing person.
It is weird. They're really trying to put themselves out there. She's always put herself out there. But they're trying to put themselves out there of the idea that, we're human beings. Just because we have all the money in the world and can get away with manslaughter, we're human beings too.
Immediately welcomed me. It was so easy. We've never fought.
Alec also candidly talked about his divorce to Ireland's mom, Kim Basinger, and how it impacted their family.
My divorce with Ireland's mother was not easy. It's not easy.
Divorce is not easy. Thinking you're going to be with somebody the rest of your life and then they despise you is not easy, Alex.
Lengthy, very expensive. Just insanity. Just insanity. I was on a plane every other week for all of the school year. I flew back and forth from New York.
I love this music in the background, trying to make us feel bad from.
To Los Angeles 18 times a year. Got a house 8 doors down from my...
His daughter's got this big ass tattoo on her
daughter and her mother. And I thought that would improve things. And it did not improve things.
It might be a you problem, Alec. You ever think about that?
So it became, as it was still as difficult and unnecessarily difficult that way.
But I was very lucky that I came into their family.
Well, you have come a lot.
Kim, Alec, and Ireland at a place where everybody had moved on and there was a place of being settled. So I got very lucky.
Alec also revealed why seeing how the divorce impacted Ireland made him want to be a more present dad.
Because my relationship with Ireland was so negatively impacted by my experience there, getting divorced from her mother, that when it comes to these other kids...
He's pretty much I was such an awful father.
I bring all that baggage into this situation. Sadly. This is why I think I'm so focused on parenting on this level, if you will, being around a lot and taking them to school most days instead of working.
Watch, she's like napping right now or something.
Stop it! Stop making Ella human!
Say, where are you? Say, pick up the phone.
Hello.
Hi, FaceTime us.
Hi. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm so happy.
I don't know how to use a gun. Oh.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Missing the piece of the puzzle, and this time I know we're in trouble. You got me spinning in circles and wondering where did the love go. You're not the man I used to know. Could we go back to before when you had my every soul? So bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me anymore. The Mercury's reaching the new low, falling like leaves on the windows. How did it all change so quickly? We were the ones who were meant to be. I'm frozen, I can't let you go. I'm stuck on the same song. Do you feel anything at all? It's so bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. That's me. Did you know that's me? That's me. This following segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre and post workout around. Comes in a protein shake, comes with protein powder in the form of coconut, caramel, and fruit punch. Go to Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com, and at checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%.
Doors closing. And now something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, this is April Pillowfuff, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppe and Happy Hour. Hi there, this is Marge McDouche. You might remember me from the Eddie and Jobo radio show.
The golden age of radio is alive and well on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Woohoo! Oh, sure. I got it.
Turn the radio up, it's time for thrill.
Oh, wow.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel. Sex and stars and love so real.
I got it.
Happy Hour hits with the funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's got the scoop from dusk to morn.
Oh, what's going on?
Throwback ride, we all belong. Happy, 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 it's the hour we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
I got it.
Get up, feel the love, let your heart behave.
Oh, what's going on?
In now, don't you misbehave. Celebs in the mix, it's a hot affair. From crushes to whispers, we're all aware.
856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773.
Happy, happy, happy.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Happy Radio.
Ryan's got the juice and the
You can always email me, RyanHappyRadio@gmail.com.
behave.
All right.
Tune in now, don't you misbehave. Throwback jams taking you back in time.
Happy Hot Topic.
What do I feel like talking about?
Another star getting brutally honest about divorce, Maria Shriver, who told Oprah about being consumed with grief
I wonder what Oprah says about how she's a gay lover like Gayle King.
after Arnold Schwarzenegger's affair with their housekeeper, Mildred Baena.
Yeah, Mildred was hideous looking.
You were betrayed. And you write, as I sat on my hotel room floor in the dark, terrified and alone, with tears streaming down my face.
You were there on the hotel floor. I wanted to know how that had happened to me.
The affair resulted in the birth of Arnold's now 27-year-old son, Joseph, and when the
Yeah, it's gotta be weird being the side chick's kid.
story broke in 2011, Maria was by Oprah's side.
You had known for a long time, but the night...
I wonder if they hooked up. Now, you might find that crude of me to say, but I mean, it is Hollywood. They're a bunch of weirdos.
that it was going to go public was the night that I was ending the Oprah show.
Oh, what a night. I didn't give a crap. My mom used to watch her show. It was freaking irritating.
Well, I did know it was going to go public that day. When I landed, I
remember
heard.
you called me.
I heard, and I wanted to be there for you because you are one of my best friends in the world.
In her new book, I Am Maria, the 69-year-old mom of 4 says the public humiliation took years to heal from.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty freaking embarrassing. You get cheated on with this hideous-looking woman.
But it was important to remain...
Like, at least be like a pinup model. Like, I never really approve or say cheating's good, but if you're getting cheated on with this hideous-looking woman, that is, I know, good.
But it was important to remain friends for the sake of their children.
Yeah, it's gotta freaking suck. It's nice when you go through a breakup. It's never really nice to go through a breakup, but I mean, like, it's nice like when you just don't have to see the person again. Can you imagine having kids with them?
What did I miss? And to, I think, Arnold's credit, he's like nothing.
Oh, what else do we have here? Leonardo DiCaprio has this new girlfriend. It's like, I don't know what her age is. Her name is Vittoria, not Victoria. Vittoria Soretti. Oh, it sounds like someone that would be getting banged out by Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he's not dating anybody named like Rhonda, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have the name like that. Wow, she's 26. So yeah, I'll definitely break up in like 2 days. I love that joke in Hollywood. So yeah, he's got this new girlfriend, and she's mad that people are calling her a girlfriend. And even TMZ discussed it. I will tweet a picture of them hanging out in Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. I will post that on RyanHoppyRadio.com.
We're going to St. Bart's, okay? We're going to St. Bart's with Leo DiCaprio and his 26-year-old girlfriend.
That's elder for him.
I say 26 because it crosses the line of 25.
Deal for him.
They have been together a year now, Victoria and Leo, and there is no sign they are slowing down.
Yeah, you know, at some point he's going to slow down. It's going to be so freaking hard, though. You have so much ass being thrown at you. Think about how many freaking girls want to get with him.
Mm-hmm. He spent time with her family.
Which is shocking, don't you think? Like, we know that he's met parents before, but now it's sibling, it's the whole...
You know it's getting real. When you meet the siblings, there's nothing weirder, though. Maybe it's just my perverted brain, but there's nothing weirder when you hang out with whatever girl you're dating. If it's a friend with benefits, if it's a serious girlfriend, even if it's a wife, there's nothing weirder than hanging out with the family, because you're having sex with what could be their granddaughter, their daughter, their sibling, their friend. You're doing naughty things to them. And then you're just like, you know, hanging out on their couch like, yeah, we're not going to be smashing in 2 hours.
Whole family he has now been introduced to, which is a huge step for Leo. He's normally this perpetual bachelor, but now is this a sign that he's settling down?
I don't know.
Well, I'll only find out with time. But yeah, go on RyanHoppyRadio.com and I'll post that. I'm also going to post my first ever naked. Well, not the only naked photo. I'm going to post my first ever naked picture of a man on RyanHoppyRadio.com. Now you're asking why? My God, Joe Budden. Now, I have a love-hate with Joe Budden. I don't think he'd be nice to me if I tried to work on his podcast. It's sort of like Howard Stern or Opie and Anthony or working with Robert Kelton. Like, you have this grandiose idea of what they are, and then there's something else. But I love Joe Budden's podcast. I like how he mixes, like, radio production in it. I don't like dry friggin' podcasts. I never like a dry. But I don't like dry friggin' podcasts where there's no elements and it's just, like every freaking comedian's podcast. But Joe Budden's in a little bit of trouble, and I'll post a picture of him naked on RyanHoppyRadio.com. It's a little blurred out, but Joe Budden is being dragged into court by 2 neighbors who claim he tried to enter their place while naked and has been causing a ruckus in the building with his podcast. Yo, I'm recording my pod there. He was like the first ever dude I heard claim something as a pod. It was like 2020. I still call it a podcast. TMZ Hip Hop obtained a complaint by attorney Thomas Merigliano on behalf of John and Yulia Exoy, who claimed Budden, his podcast co-host Melissa Ford, and the Condo Association have engaged in a campaign of intimidation and retribution after they had complaints about disruptions from his podcast. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is like, I love his podcast. I think he's funny. I think he's outspoken. But I mean, you saw what happened with Rory and Mel and how they're doing better without him. I mean, it's just like, you don't want to meet your heroes. I can definitely imagine he tries to be like tough guy. Because there's all those like rumors online from that website, Lipstick Alley, which is like a 2010, 2000s, like kind of Reddit where they would slander people. Sort of like, are we dating the same guy? And on there was like allegations about Joe Budden being bisexual. But also they both claimed they confronted him about the noise and that he just would not stop. So then he was walking around the hall naked. That's where like Joe Budden's a little flirty, man. Like there's like the rumors online that he's bisexual, and it's like, what a heterosexual dude just do that? No, seriously, think about it. Would a heterosexual dude be running around naked in the hallway? There was one time I was naked outside. One time. I was in like a YOLO mood, and I left something in the car, and I was already naked. I think I needed to like go to my car to get a Gatorade, and I lived in like, my car would be parked in this little parking spot in an alley right next to this small little house. And there was like a big house in the front of the yard and then like 4 small houses, and I lived there until I moved in with my old roommate, my ex, and I lived there for 6 years, and it was fine. It wasn't the nicest house. It was like 100 years old. It was like very small. It was like an efficiency studio room, and I ran through the pathway to the car to grab a Gatorade, and I'm like, I'm freaking naked. So I guess I did pull a Joe Budden.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Joe Budden has got a criminal case that involves nudity. He was at his apartment building earlier this month and somehow walked out of his unit and...
Unit. He said unit, Harry.
...was naked and walked to a neighbor's door, knocked on it. It was a woman who has kids in there.
That's good.
She called the cops. So, Joe Budden has a defense to this that he talked about on a podcast.
I just sleepwalked somewhere that I shouldn't have sleepwalked.
Yeah, it's not true.
And you know how I sleep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I sleep naked too. Get over yourself.
Nice naked ass.
He's so good at what he does, and I always thought Joe Budden was so, this is a Tampa radio reference, Joe Budden was so similar to the Soul Brother Kevin show, which when Soul Brother Kevin and Slater left 102.5 The Bone, that was when it went downhill. I know they're still doing well, and I wish them the best, but when they got rid of those two guys, and that little backstabbing piece of garbage, he's dizzy. But what I'm saying to you, Soul Brother Kevin to me was always very similar to Joe Budden. Joe Budden's a very influential guy.
Good naked sleepwalking.
Everyone's uncomfortable, and what are you telling them, bro?
Did it again. Nobody can go through this stuff but me. It's only me. It's only me. So
yeah, only you, dude. Maybe if you're the only one doing it, maybe you're the problem.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Here is Joe Budden with Why Would I on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Always count on me. I got no time to be wasting, treat my time like it's rare. I'm a part of the fact, y'all think I got it to spare. I got so many folk pulling me every which way. They bombarding my crowd, niggas think that I care. They be clogging my air, but I just dismiss it. They say I'm unfair, they depend on me to fix it. They say I don't give back, they say that I'm evil, helpless. child, but I taught her. Solo maintenance, no Victoria's Secret. All I ask is that they make the bed when they leave, and we could be in the PJ, to be at the Clearview, to talk to the pilot from the seat to get hear you. Some niggas got beef with me, but I'm an adult, so it's not I'm afraid, it's that I know the results, and the song never changes. It's song from the pulpit. My time is important, and I got enough for the bullshit. Say it. Waste your time. I got too much I could be doing with mine. Why would I waste your time? You handle your shit, I'll handle mine. That way it's so good. It's so I can show you a mansion, show you some cars. It speaks some volumes that I'm showing you bars. The money means nothing, you make it, you lose it. Some niggas stay broke and just make up excuses. I could be out the country, hiding under the bucket. Shop on the land, I ain't checking no luggage. Instead of giving my all, I can give you a quarter. But even in that, I just be giving you slaughter. I could be at the jeweler, could be at the dealer, could be at the strip club, or could be with the realtor. I could wanna relax, a vacay would do. I could be anywhere, that means away from you. A kid on the block, selling dope. Now I'm in VIP behind a velvet rope. I tap shorty on the shoulder, tell her to go. She say she depressed, help her to cope. I could take her to Gucci, take her to Mike Kors. But if you had the world, what would you strive for? It's the gift and the curse. Everything is a drawback. I could be in greenhouse, but nigga, I'm off that. It's the size of your heart when you're facing a wall. Are you afraid of heights or afraid of the fall? The song never changes. The song from the pulpit. My time is important. Got enough for the bullshit. Say, waste your time. I got too much I could be doing with mine. Why would I waste your time? I wouldn't. You handle your shit, I'll handle mine. That way it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. That way it's so good.
Is it good, bro? I just.
Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all the Bay Area. Wrong one. Rich Cayley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. And that is in Tampa. When you go to richkbarber.com, because you got to sign up ahead of time. You can't just go, hey, Rich, can I get a haircut? No, you got to sign up at richkbarber.com. And when you do, you'll save $10. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. Yesterday, I spoke to my shrink, my psychologist, known as Jay Gold. And he is the best around. If you go to counselingoncall.net and you live in Florida or Maryland and you need help with your mental health, that's the place to be. If you're in the other 48 states or around the world, check out psychologytoday.com. Just a little word of advice. And finally, this is being brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. Business cards, posters, yard signs, whatever the hell you need. WestChasePrinting.com. All right, I'm doing a little shout out to people before we go to a Hammer and Hank PSA, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank show, HAMMERIN Hank, on this podcast feed, and there's a playlist of all 9 episodes on Spotify. But I want to give a little shout out to Chicago and Arlington Heights and everywhere I grew up. I see you're all listening. Everybody in high school, I see you're all listening. Why don't you reach out a little bit? Leave me a voicemail. 856-49-HAPPY. Okay? Just giving you a little call. Illinois,
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Hey, this is Danny Myers from 97.9 WRMF.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these two people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Hey, this is Drew Lane, Detroit radio legend from the Drew Lane podcast. Ha! And you're listening to the Ryan Hoppe Hour.
Because caffeine isn't enough to wake you up, this is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Dear Lord, why are you such a freaking narcissist? Really think about it for a sec. Alright, I'm going to do a little roast on religion. My friend Anthony, who I love dearly, he gave me a Bible where you read a passage every day. And a lot of it's about God, man. God's always like, trust in me. Listen to me. Why? What makes you any better than us? It's friggin' weird, man. I want to believe in religion. I just don't see it ever happening. And then I did that whole bit because of this.
Pope Francis made a miraculous recovery after the Pope returned home following a 38-day hospital stay. Dr. Sergio Alfieri, who cared for the pontiff, admitted they did not think he would survive the night.
Yeah. Well, God on his side. Even though there's people that are being raped right now and just, beat up in other countries. Where's God there? I know someone who's this really weird dude, just like grumpy 55-year-old, and he's becoming a priest, and I'm like, of course you are.
Amid a February 28th breathing crisis, Alfieri told Milan's Corriere della Sera in a March 25th interview per the Associated Press, "We needed to choose whether to stop and let him go or to push it and attempt with all of the possible drugs and the treatments."
Drug off the Pope. I bet the Pope would be freaking fun to party with. He seems like he has a pass, man.
Taking the very high risk of damaging other organs. In the end, that is the path we chose. Indeed, while the course of action was grueling for the 88-year-old, even adding...
He's 88, man. Are they just not trying to have a long run? Because didn't Pope John Paul get it probably around 40, 50? By the way, there's no way that dude wasn't having sex, man. There's some girl that hooked up with Pope John Paul. But the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is they gave it to him when he was younger. Let me look this up. How old was Pope Pope John Paul when he became Pope? I just know this because I was Catholic. Yeah, he was 58 years old on October 16th, 1978. Why did they pick somebody back in 2013? Because I got to tell you a story about why I got in trouble for talking about the Pope. But I know specifically it was February 2013 when they had the whole smoke and they announced who the Pope is. Why do I know? I was doing an afternoon radio show. It was not a very good. I had the worst speech impediment. Now, you might notice now that my voice is a little more like I exaggerate it, but I'm able to get words out because I'm not being a real person on this show. I'm the most antisocial, quiet mother effer you'll ever meet. But on air, I speak my mind. And I said, I believe something to the fact of who cares if the Pope is brought in? We all know he's just going to cover up pedophilia. But there's really no punchline, me just being shocking. Because I was listening to like Rover and Opie and Anthony before I went into the radio show. So I was just, my mind was filled with dirty thoughts. And I got kicked off the air. So yeah, I might have a little bit of a grudge about that. I remember telling my mom, I was walking around the college manic when they let me go, and I was like, oh yeah, all the great radio hosts went through this, you know what I mean? Do you want to hear something? Okay, here's a little bit of an example of my show in 2012. It's a webcam video. I was doing webcam before everybody else.
Known for some controversies, in the past. It's some for you.
It's me typing on the computer. It's so frightening. On the video, I have this on private. No one can see this. It says 12 years ago. Freaking frightening. That's 4 rounds of high school. You ever do that math where you're like, oh, that's 4 rounds of high school? Think about it. 3.
I got to first find their page.
Really? Let me see what I got here.
4 p.m. in the morning, and we'll just be getting her fresh.
I really think... How dumb of a nurse over there is that?
I mean, it's the same show. It's just, I'm on Clonopin now. Yeah. I used to have the worst stutter, and Clonopin literally saved the day.
Kim Kardashian is set to take the stand in her 2016 Paris robbery case. The Skims mogul, who was robbed at gunpoint during Paris Fashion Week in
yeah, people were wondering if that was freaking staged.
2016 will testify.
That was 9 years ago. Oh my freaking god!
Point during Paris Fashion Week in 2016 will testify in the trial of the suspects in the jewelry robbery in Paris. TMZ reports. Additionally, the outlet reports that the trial will begin in May. In the early hours of October 3rd, 2016, 5 men handcuffed the concierge of Kim's hotel and forced him to open the door to her room.
Yeah, that's freaking frightening, man.
According to the French Interior Ministry, the men bound her up and put her into the bathtub while they stole jewelry from her room, a source tells E! News at the time. 2 French judges later charged 12 people in relation to Kim's Paris robbery, with charges including robbery with a weapon committed in a organized gang, kidnapping and forcible confinement, and criminal association. A judicial source tells E! News in
Alright, I don't care. I hope she gets her $5 million friggin' back. She doesn't need it or anything. You know what I mean?
Shailene Woodley and Lucas Bravo are stepping out together in Paris. The Big Little Lies alum steps out in the French city on March 23rd alongside Emily in Paris star Lucas Bravo. In photos of the duo shared by People, Shailene wears an oversized green sweater, baggy jeans, and a black peacoat, while Lucas is in a green sweater paired with a brown leather jacket and fur collar, black pants.
Alright, so they looked good. I care.
Jennifer Lopez has a new home on the block, more than 2 months after
Get what they did there.
Finalizing her divorce from Ben Affleck, the on-the-floor singer bought a new $18 million home per property records obtained by People near Los Angeles. For Jennifer, this new chapter comes less than a year after she and Ben quietly placed their $60.8 million Beverly Hills home up for sale.
Who would have thought that was going to work, you know what I mean? Who was going to go, oh yeah, getting back with your ex after 22 years.
2024. The 38,000 square foot estate featuring 12 bedrooms and 24 bathrooms was publicly listed for sale days after the couple spent.
All right, so they got that going on, and then they got this.
Ben Affleck is breaking his silence about the end of his marriage to Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
The Oscar winner got candid about their split for the first time in a GQ interview published on March 25th. His comments on the divorce came as he discussed all of the attention he has gotten in the tabloids. He started by praising Lopez, saying, "There are a lot of people who I think have handled celebrity more adeptly and more adroitly than I have, Jennifer among them. My temperament is to be a little bit more reserved and
I like that he's at least admitting his faults.
private than hers."
Ben seems like a trouble dude, but he seems like he means well.
He went on to talk about their different ways of dealing with their public lives and what it was like to participate in his ex-wife's vulnerable documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told.
Yeah, no one saw it.
Affleck explained why he wanted to support the project despite preferring his privacy. "I love and support this person. I believe in them. They're great. I want people to see that. And I think the thing that I said in that documentary, or the piece that they used, was where I said, you don't marry a ship captain and then say, well, I don't like going out in the water. You've got to own what you knew going into any relationship."
Let's see what he had to say about Jennifer Gardner. I think Jennifer Gardner's so much frickin' hotter than J-Lo.
We do. The A-listers were married for 2 years before she filed for divorce in August of 2024. The pair were...
Oh, wait, that was about J-Lo. Let me see here. I meant to do this. This would drive someone like a morning radio show nuts. You're just skipping through the video. They'd be like, you gotta edit it.
Month. Elsewhere in the interview, Affleck also spoke about his first wife, Jennifer Garner, with whom he shares his 3 children. While talking about all of the tabloid attention, he said in part, "I know what's going on in my life, and also, really more importantly, my kids know."
Yeah, he seems like he does care about his kids. Like, whenever the paparazzi were hanging out in front of his house, he was always doing that thing where he's like, get away.
He followed up with praise.
He looks better with facial hair. There was a picture of him without facial hair. He looks crazy.
For Garner, saying, "I'm really lucky that I have a really good co-parent and partner in Jennifer Garner, the kid."
That's good. So we got that. Then we got this. Let me see here. Meghan Markle and Gwyneth Paltrow supposedly squashed their beef.
Do you understand this?
The question on Instagram is, are you comprehending the Meghan Markle beef that social media says you two have? And then she turns to Meghan Markle and Meghan Markle shrugs.
Meghan Markle and Gwyneth Paltrow are setting the record straight after rumors of a potential...
I love this music in this video. It's so freaking trippy. I'm also really high, but listen.
Record straight after rumors...
That little beat drop sounds like a Deadmau5 song from 2010.
Record straight after rumors of a potential feud between the pair started brewing. After Meghan launched her new lifestyle brand, Gwyneth took to her Instagram story to make it clear that things are okay between them.
That's good. You know it's freaking fake. They're both kind of getting washed up, so they're like needing each other.
I genuinely do not understand this at all whatsoever. Do you understand this?
I don't care. I find Meghan Markle so freaking repulsive. Also here on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. I'm going to post on RyanHoppeRadio.com. Her name is Brittany Fortenberry. And she is the teacher that had the gangbang with her like 14-year-old students, and she looks really trashy. Like, she's friggin' hot. You would have swiped right on her on Tinder. You guys out there, you know how this works. You know when you swipe right on a girl on Tinder, and then all of a sudden, like, you get instantly turned on. Like, you're like, I might get to have sex with this person. Yeah, it's so great. She was ordered to stay away from the victims. Well, I would hope she's not allowed to bear on them. You know what I mean? I don't think that would be good to have her around kids. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Oh, the New York Giants are so freaking mediocre at best. They signed Russell Wilson, not 2017 Russell Wilson, 2025, 2026 Russell Wilson. That is no good. And supposedly Sierra, who I think ruined him. when he started dating Sierra, oh my freaking God, man. He was great. Oh, wait, I mean the opposite. I don't know why I said that. When he started dating her, he went down to hell. And frankly, so did this segment.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now in tune with something beautiful right here. Something epic. This official. Matthias, let's make it. Look, being a nice guy, I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep a mirror. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum, near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there, I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, cause I never snooze. Pop shit, then I pop this shit, knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Son, like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people, selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony, cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shop with the sellers. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'm a hustler for free. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'm a hustler for free. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down or kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit Pro Gems and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When the blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested, easy tested. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'm a hustler for free. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, it's again turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. Came on same groove, made them so shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, get you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit your shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch the blue lights with the blue films, slice it, make them look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, it's real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. They nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the grain.
That hurt my throat. What a surprise. Go on. Would hurt my throat. Like, who would have ever thought that? Who would have ever gone, oh my God, going, would hurt your throat. I mean, that's just such a surprising thing to think about. They're going, would somehow hurt your throne. You know what I mean? A jelly, a bean.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afura Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppy.
Hey, radio listener, it's Kevin Klein from Klein Alley Show on 106.7 K-Rock in Los Angeles. Perhaps you've never heard of us, maybe you have, but who cares? You're listening to Happy Hour with my boy, Ryan Hoppe. Good guy. Way too tall. Definitely a product of incest.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, the AI song that mispronounces my name.
This is the theme to Hoppe Hour. The theme to Hoppe Hour. Oh, wow.
Oh, it is.
With Ryan Hopping in the
Hoppy.
Let's
see what I mean?
Let's dance right now. Pop, pop, shoo up in the tower. Silly jokes, the last will shower. Ryan's here with all the chatter. Tune in, folks, it really matters. Hoppe Hour is the thing with Ryan Hop. We
Hoppy.
sing. Grab your friends and let's all sing. It's the theme of What a Zing.
I got it.
Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. As laughter fills the rooms. Crazy fun and all the loons. Hop, sour,
Hoppy sale.
catch the wave.
856
Fun with Hoppy.
49 Hoppy. Not Hop. It's 856 494 6773.
Everyone. Hoppe Hour.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. What's up? Isn't this weird? This is freaking AI. I asked it to play something that you would hear on the Wolfman Jack show. I swear to God. Yeah, I'm a radio nerd. Some people spend their time watching season 3 of White Lotus. I'm listening to old Wolfman Jack.
Hoppe Hour is the thing.
I swear I'm not on the spectrum. I am, bro.
Grab your friends and let's all swing. It's the theme of What a Zing.
Happy Hot Topic.
And the shame is only from thin people who want you to stay fat.
Nikki Glaser fiercely defends Ozempic.
Here we go. Everybody was freaking outraged about it. Do I think Ozempic is stupid? Yeah. I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds, and I look good. But at the same time, I was really fat. Like, I let myself go up to like 304 pounds. And yeah, I'm 6'9", so I can get away with it. But someone in a Bubba the Love Sponge subreddit said I got fat, like Mike Kelton and Bubba. And I was like, no! I don't want to become you guys. But the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the fact that I'm not doing Ozempic, man. I've heard when you got to go number 2 during Ozempic, you really got to go. And that is a no good for me.
During an appearance on a March 24th episode of The Tonight Show, the comedian has the best response when asked how she feels about the trendy weight loss drug Ozempic.
I love it. I'm like, do it. Do it. I have no judgment. If you want to do Ozempic, hell yeah, girl.
Oh, yeah, you're so inspirational, girl. I mean, just typical Swiftie behavior. Because she's been to like 30 concerts because she's always having her midlife crisis. And yeah, I think she's great. I think she's funny on all the award shows, super hot. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, the thing about Nikki Glaser is that she's a little too feministy at times.
FDA-approved prescription medication to treat type 2 diabetes has gained noticeable popularity for weight loss over the last few years in Hollywood. But Nikki reassures everyone she's not one to judge.
I want people to feel more comfortable talking about doing it because I feel like there's like this shame.
Of course there's shame because you can just literally swim. Losing 8 pounds in 6, 7, 8 weeks is better than losing 40 pounds in a month. I'm sorry. Because it looks really freaking weird whenever you see somebody who's a fat slob, and yeah, it's good for them to lose weight, but then they get so skinny. Like, you look like Billy Gardell.
And the shame is only from thin people who want you to stay fat. Like, that's really where...
That's not true. We just think you need to earn it. Don't lay around and poop it, huh? You know what I mean? Because I've heard the Ozempic poops are not good.
Coming from, they're so mad that you're getting thin now because that's all they have, right?
No, it's not. I mean, I know I'm getting mad at a comedian doing a actually funny bit on Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, but they're the same person, kind of. But the thing though is like it doesn't matter, you know. Like I don't know. It just Ozempic drives me nuts because people just don't want to work for anything. People want overnight results. There's an audiobook, I'm going to probably listen to it today, called The Compound Effect. It's about how all the decisions you make dictate your life. And one of them is like, if you eat junk food every single day, you're going to be fat. But if you work out every day and eat better, you'll notice results.
You have like, you're dynamic, you have a good personality.
So funny.
And they're like, no, they're so mad, but they can't say it,
No.
right? They just go, no, you're stealing medicine from diabetics who need it. Like that.
Yeah, like that's a good point. Like as if they're running out of it.
That's their excuse. Like
Yes.
anyone's ever cared about someone with diabetes who doesn't have it. Like I do. I'm saying other people. Like it's suddenly all these.
I half agree with what she's saying and half don't. The half don't side is like there is not a forever amount of anything. So if you have all these fat slobs that don't want to work for it, it's like, well, you know, what about the ones that do need it?
These thin white women are like, diabetics need their meds. It's like, no, I think you're upset that Kathy Bates has a thigh gap. Like I think that's maybe.
All right. And you got Jimmy Fallon with his stupid fake laugh.
That's maybe. She's coming for you.
I swear he has to do cocaine, man. That was what I love. You can even hear it right there. That's what I loved about Letterman. Letterman was a dick, man. Like, if you weren't funny, he wasn't freaking laughing.
She also goes on to defend plastic surgery while joking about wanting a facelift. And
This is just a Nikki Glazer projecting all her insecurities in a comedic bit.
2026.
Wait till the facelift. That's coming.
Really?
August 2026.
No, you
No,
don't.
I'm gonna do it. I have no problem with that. You know, you gotta do it subtly. So, because you can't, you have to do it so they go like, what's she doing? And you can just go,
Nikki Glazer's going to be 41 in June. I just looked it up. God, she looks good. Sit on my lap. I'm kidding.
just meditate.
Not really.
Meditating more, you know? Just because I'm doing the type of meditation that removes your eyelid skin. It's just this new, that's what they say. I'm drinking more water.
All right, I've heard enough. I like Nikki Glazer. I think she's funny. I think she's cool. I just think she's projecting a little bit when it comes to, you know, Ozempic. A lot of times you can learn a lot about comedians with what they talk about. For example, I love Jim Norton. That's my boy. Grew up listening to Opie and Anthony. But in the 2000s, he was talking about transsexual jokes all the time. And now he has a very beautiful and I believe it, even though he was born a man. I don't care. I'm full for trans rights. And he's got a very pretty trans wife, Nikki. So if Nikki Glazer, not Nikki Jim Norton's wife, even though they got a good podcast, if Nikki Glazer is talking about Ozempic and plastic surgery and all these insecurities that women are going through, she's talking about herself. Speaking of trans rights, I want to talk about freaking Elon's kid. It's just been through the ringer and back. Can you imagine you're born and none is your father? Oh, that must be terrible. I think I would be so messed up if that was, you know, my family member.
Elon Musk's daughter, Vivian Jenna Wilson, says she doesn't know how many siblings she has. The trans daughter of the richest man in the world currently has no relationship with her father, telling Teen Vogue she doesn't even want to think about Elon. She says, "I'm not giving anyone that space in my mind. The only thing that gets to live free in my mind is drag queens." While speaking about her siblings, she says, "Well, I have 4 of them. I'm tied for oldest. But when we fought, it really wasn't with words. I have 4 siblings. We're going to leave it at that, honey." As for half siblings, that number Vivian is uncertain about. It's publicly known that Elon has as many as 14 children with...
Yeah, as many. He's probably got 42. Here is an interesting clip.
I look pretty good for a dead
Elon Musk's estranged daughter is clapping back at his transphobic comment.
Yeah, I can't stand when people are transphobic. Who cares what somebody wants to do? I have 2 rules. As long as you don't mix it up in sports, and as long as you don't teach it to kindergarteners, you're not teaching kindergarteners about heterosexuality, just let them want to do it. But if you want to dress up in another outfit, who cares?
Over the weekend, Vivian Wilson responded to her dad's recent post on X that refers to her by her old name and appears to talk about her transition.
Yeah, I hate when like dudes do that. That happened on Congress or in the Senate, one of the two. I don't know anything about politics, even though I'm talking about it. And they had that transgender woman, I think she's from like Montana or something, and this guy was referring to her by her birth name. And I was like, what's your problem? Why do you care if they're doing something else? Yes, if they're bringing it upon a kid, yes, I get it. If they're trying to teach the kids early on, I get it. But just let them be, man.
Writing, exactly. My son Xavier died. He was killed by the woke mind virus.
And anybody, the word woke, yes, there are problems with being woke. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it has good intentions. It's supposed to be that you give everybody a shot. But then the racist, the ultra sexist, transphobic, homophobic, xenophobic, whatever you are, phobic against anything, phobic against people that are pink, they run with it and then they go, oh, well, everything's woke now. And say, shut up.
Now the woke mind virus will die.
I'm just sick of the word woke, you know?
On Sunday, she posted her cheeky response on Instagram Reels.
She said, my old name, he was killed by the woke mind virus. So she put that next to the word on the tweet, and then it said, not my dad anymore.
No, he was not as supportive as my mom. First of all, I had not talked to him in months. So I had to get parental consent to get testosterone blockers and
Yeah, if any of his kids now want to be trans, he's not going to sign that.
hormone replacement therapy.
That's gotta suck. Like, I know your dad's the richest person ever, but that's your father. That is, I know, good.
Wide-ranging interview with Teen Vogue, she also spoke about being one of now 14 children Elon has welcomed, including 2 announced in the past 2 months, saying, quote, I will say, I do not actually know how many siblings I have. If you
I don't think anybody really knows, man.
include half-siblings.
What has he got, a super sperm?
That's just a fun fact. It's really good for 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, geez.
I found out about Siobhan Zilli's thing the same time everyone else did.
Here's my advice to his daughter. Yes, I said daughter. I didn't say son. It's his daughter. If that's what they want to identify as, whatever. Here's the thing, though, ladies and gentlemen. Is at some point, you need to get over it. Vivian, yes, I cannot stand your dad. I think people that like your dad are morons. But at some point, that was your dad. And what are you going to do with your life? Think about it. Did I get along with my dad? People from the radio shows that I worked on, no. I wasn't very close to my dad. I found my dad dead at 21. Pretty traumatic. I didn't know the guy. Barely knew my dad from 2008 through his death in 2014. But what I will say is if I have any anger towards my dad, I forgive my dad. My dad came from a very hard upbringing with my grandpa being kind of a dick because of World War II. And I could either sit around and feel bad for myself because I like the attention of men. I really do. People with power, when people with power tell me that they like what I'm doing, I get a dopamine hit like when my dad said I was like that. He was proud of me. I'm just being honest. Pretty unhealthy. But I forgive my dad. So Vivian, I would say, maybe you should move on a little bit and create something of your life.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. You know the story about, you've heard the old joke that, you know, it's not even a joke, that when like 2 people are in bed and the guy calls out a name and it's his ex-girlfriend, right?
Right.
That it's considered a buzzkill. Nikki Glazer considers it a win, right?
So that's her boyfriend right there.
This older dude. God, you're so freaking hot.
Chris Convey. They've been together since 2013. He's involved with a lot of the comedy writing for her work. And apparently, she's into the idea of him sleeping with other people.
Let's be honest, he already is.
And telling her about it. That's what she told.
Well, they're having...
I don't want to know. I've had offers from my last 2 girlfriends. So they're like, oh, I think we should be in an open relationship. Like, nah, just go hook up with girls.
Well, they're having sex. That's what she told Gwyneth Paltrow on the Goop podcast.
Are you really non-monogamous? No. I mean, I wouldn't mind if my boyfriend were to fool around with other people. Do you really
Wow.
think you wouldn't mind? Let me just play this out really quick. Okay. Yeah. Right now, he comes home from work and is like, I think this girl's into me and maybe we could do something. Yeah, I'd be into it. I would. I just want to hear all about it though. Like,
God, she must be fun in bed. Although I've seen this happen over and over again. I've seen people who fall in love with the side chick and then they leave the woman they're cheating on for the side chick. And then you know what happens to the side chick? The side chick cheats on them and then they're single altogether. It's exactly what happened to Tom frickin' Brady.
And I would want to hear about it while we were fooling around.
Right.
Like, I would want us.
I would hate that if I had a girl, I do have a girl. I don't know what happened. But what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the fact that if the girl I'm dating is like, oh yeah, Jeff really gave me the pounding. I don't know. I wouldn't like that.
To like pretend it wasn't happening and like not talk about it and like save it like as like this secret treat that we would talk about.
Yeah. Gwyneth's like, I'm going to start doing this.
I wonder if in some way that's not going back to that vein of perfectionism again. Like all
right, whatever. We got that LA voice and you're just talking like this. I mean, I know I'm one to talk about people's voices.
Television is mourning the loss of a star. Cindiana Santigello, known for her work on Married with Children, has died suddenly, according to...
Okay, so I saw this headline. It said Married with Children actress died, and I got it from E! News, and I was like, thinking it was one of the people. I don't know who this person is. Cindiana Santigello. I'm going to look it up. Maybe it was like one of Kelly's friends.
Multiple outlets. She was 58 years old. According to an advisory from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department cited by People, authorities responded to a medical emergency at her home in Malibu, California on March 24th. Shortly after the call, she was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead per TMZ citing law enforcement. No cause of death has been confirmed and an autopsy is pending. However, authorities learned that Cindiana received cosmetic injections prior to her death, according to TMZ, who was the first to report the news. According to that advisor,
this is sad. First of all, she has kids that look like they are. The one son celebrated his 20th birthday, and the other one's 19. So that's sad. And she had a lot of work done. And I guess she was one of Kelly's friends, like I said. It won't really say what she played on Married with Children, but she's looking pretty hot on Married with Children.
Per People, homicide investigators are investigating the model's death. It's a routine process when the cause of death is unknown. Cindiana's death was mourned by her best friend Cynthia Abuelos.
Man, I would have swiped a ride on these people.
Who shared a series of pictures and reflected on their time together over...
All right, so rest in peace. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Happy Hot Topic!
I'm scared to eat, so I don't really know what to do.
Los Angeles Dodgers star Mookie Betts is battling a mystery illness. During an interview with DodgerBlue.com on March 23rd, the baseball player...
Did he say Dodger or Dr. Blue?
During an interview with DodgerBlue.com...
The way he said it sounded like Doctor.
On March 23rd, the baseball player opens up about missing a number of games this past week due to not being able to keep anything down.
You know, you go and you weigh yourself and you weigh 150 pounds. I mean, and before I left spring, I was 175. And so, you know, it's a balance because I guess my stomach is really aggravated. And so it's hard to just not eat, you know, especially you can't come to work and just not eat. And have, you know how I am. I'm practicing all day and my body's just kind of eating itself. And so
that's scary.
It's hard to not fuel it. And so every time...
I hope you feel better, Mookie.
Literally every time I fuel my body, I throw it up. And
that sucks. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Does that make sense for you? Is that a good? Does that work with you? I hope it does. All right. For all the info on this show, go to ryanhopperadio.com. RYANHOPPE radio, not HOPPY or not HOPPIE. ryanhopperadio.com. There we have pictures of all the celebrities we've talked about. We got a link to all 15 affiliates of Happy Hour, all 15 podcasting platforms it's on. And yes, Cleveland, it's more than 70 downloads. It's 457,000 downloads. I love when people recognize me on Reddit and they bring that up and then I tell them the actual facts and then the joke's not as funny. Sorry, Cleveland. We'll be right back on Happy Hour after this. Hang on. 457,000 downloads.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Don't let it be murmur my side of it, Papa. Oh yes, it be rolling for real. 3 feet in the back of the left with a second, he's smoking like he was a grill. Slow it down, hurricane. Aight, you ready? You rollin', yeah. You out your fucking mind. Talks like ass fuck, you finna go blind. $20 for a pill, nigga, that's too high. You say you got that iron and you got your drink cold, and you gon' stop a nigga if he try to blow your roll. Hurricane, beat it out the frame, Mac mode. Yeah, you pop the pill, but you look like you won't crack. Hurricane, beat it out the frame, Mac mode. Yeah, you pop the pill, but you look like you won't crack. Hurricane, beat it out the frame, Mac mode. Yeah, you pop the pill, but you look like you won't crack. You say you're on one, but shit, I'm on two. I'm on the cranberry bitch with a great goose. I'm clean from my head down to my tennis shoes. I got a group of ratchet hoes, wanna do what I do. I'm in the bed, Hollywood, a pill man. 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 Here I go. You think it's Mr. Cal, it's the pill man. Sack full of vitamins, got all kind of deals, man. Hey, I'm rolling like a big truck. In my Caprice behind 10, get my dick sucked. Head to the club, cause they hollering where them things at. I hit the door, and I'm screaming, I got them things, yeah. Everybody running up the pop for them exclamations. I had a line from the floor to the DJ station. Damn, I must got them 5 things. You heard me, Merc, I said I must got them 5 things. I see him doing a Rick James, then I pop a Billy. I fix my face, I was knocking then looking silly. And then a group of ratchet bitches say they love a thug. She say I wanna suck your dick, I said quit playing, girl. Oh, I forgot I put her ass on one of them yellow doves. Now we at the room, man, I'm fucking her in the tub. But shit, I'm on two. I'm on a cranberry bitch with a great goose. I'm clean from my head down to my tennis shoes. I got a group of ratchet hoes, wanna do what I do. I'm in a bed, Hollywood, a pill man. I'm in a bed, Hollywood, a pill man. I'm in a bed, Hollywood, a pill man. I'm in a bed, Hollywood, a pill man.
I'm posted in the back of the Coco Pellet, smoking weed with 3 feet, watching hoes shake they jelly. Looking for a pill man, pimp, trying to get bucked. There you go, what it is, homeboy. See me up, I'm on that blue down, red airplane. In the middle of the dance floor, locking up, man. With 2 bitches on the side of me, and yeah, they out they mind. Got Patron out for poker, got them on the slow grind. Yeah, I'm rolling, man, rolling, yeah, I'm out of my world. Woke up the next morning in the bed with a fat girl. Some of a bitch. But it don't stop, it's time to pop 2 more. Beat it out the frame and make them call me Poppy Chulo. Where the urge you turn in the winter fresh gun. I'm jumping like a motherfucker chewing on my tongue. Sweat, eyes buck, ready for whatever. Pop on beast mode, nigga, get up on my level.
Say you're on one, but shit, I'm on 2. I'm on a cranberry bitch with a great goose. I'm clean from my head down to my tennis shoes. I got a group of ratchet hoes, wanna do what
that was Hurricane Chris with Tillman. Alright, we're gonna cut back on Happy Hour. I'm gonna keep this party going. You know what I mean? Right. After this.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Pratt in Arizona, and you are listening to Happy Hour!
Hey, what's up? It's Steve Miggs of the Daily Miggs Show on 99.9 KISW in Seattle, and you are listening to Happy Hour.
Ryan sucks.
What?
Ryan sucks.
Oh, geez. What?
Ryan sucks.
With Ryan Hoppe.
This is Happy Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah.
This is theme to Happy Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan's power.
I got it.
Be fun and silly jokes.
Whatever.
Happy Hour loves its folks. Happy Hour.
Yeah.
Happy Hour.
I got it.
With Ryan Hoppe.
That's me.
Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you.
I got it.
Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin. Happy Hour.
That's my show.
Happy Hour. With Ryan Hoppe.
856-49 Hoppy. It's 856-494-6773. I heard Lex and Terry, this radio show I love. I have the intros with them. I heard Terry James talking about this. That not as many people will call radio shows or podcasts or voicemail lines. And you know why? It's not because I don't have listeners or they don't have listeners. How are you listening to my show right now? Most likely off of your phone. And then if you were to call the voicemail, you wouldn't keep listening. It was a very trippy thought. I was really stoned like I always am when I listened to Lex and Terry. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, really after my mind.
Happy Hour, Happy Hour.
That's the show.
Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's a topper.
Happy Hot Topic.
Tiger Woods, he's an incredible guy, an incredible athlete.
I'm glad we're talking about the important topics, bud.
Hey, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be here with you, Mr.
God, he looks so freaking blotchy.
President.
About a month after celebrating Black History Month at the White House, Tiger Woods is confirming another close connection to Donald Trump. The golf legend dating the
Yeah, he probably met her at the place.
president's former daughter-in-law.
Oh, it's incredible.
Tiger made it Instagram.
I love these little cuts where they go through the clip.
Dating the president's former daughter-in-law.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Tiger made it Instagram official on Sunday, calling out Vanessa Trump, Don Jr.'s ex-wife, and writing, "Love is in the air and life is better with you by my side. We look forward to our journey through life together."
You'll be by my side, and then I'll start cheating on you, and then you literally won't be by my side.
He then asked for privacy.
That's why we have a private life, It's have our right to be private.
Ivanka Trump, Vanessa's former sister-in-law, gave her stamp of approval in the comments.
That's good. So there's this clip's a little annoying. Cardi B says that her daughter Culture ruined her $60,000 Hermes bag.
Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse.
Oh, shut up. You can buy 9 of them in a second.
In just 14 seconds, Cardi B goes through all 5 stages of grief.
It's kind of cute. Her daughter drew a little heart on it. It doesn't look bad. I don't know. If you really are mad about that, you're a trash bag.
She realizes what her oldest daughter did to her Birkin.
Look what my daughter did to my purse. Literally spent $60,000 on this purse.
Well, that's a you problem, honey.
Culture using the rapper's high-end Hermes crocodile tote as her canvas.
Oh, snappity snap snap.
It's the smartest thing she ever said.
But of course, Cardi has more than a few backups.
I hope that people like my collection.
Man.
I know it's a little bit different.
Water.
I gotta see it to believe it. So I
Honestly, you could sell the bags with the little drawing on it. You know what I mean?
like to see the numbers. I like to see the facts.
Like if she would have went through and embraced the purse bag. I can't believe I'm talking about purses right now. But at Happy Hour, I can't imagine though. You literally could have just sold the bag and been like, "This is what I'm going to sell now." Kanye does it a lot. That was not smart thinking by Cardi B. But this just in, she's pretty dumb.
The mom of three took to Instagram in 2020 to show off her.
The fact that she's a mom of three means she's pretty stupid.
Three took to Instagram in 2020 to show off her massive Birkin.
All right, I don't care about your stupid purses. Honey, here's some local news in Tampa.
Welcome back. Let's talk about the Lightning. They're only 4 points out of first place in the Atlantic Division with just 12 games left to play. And as sports anchor Kyle Berger explains tonight that
I have not watched one thing about the Lightning this year, but I will say they are the most likable team in Florida. They are like the polar opposite of the Rays. The supposed rumor is that the owner of the Lightning pays so much money, paying everybody, doing all the promotions, everything, that if they don't make the playoffs, he takes a loss. Now, he's a billionaire, so he's fine. But what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is he breaks even if they don't make the playoffs. So that year, like 2018, 17, something like that, when they didn't make the playoffs, yeah, that wasn't good. The Rays are the opposite. I bet he spends more money in one season on the Lightning than the Rays have spent on themselves since the 90s.
That number, the number 12, also extra significant for the Lightning today.
Oh, geez.
12 years ago today, the Tampa Bay Lightning franchise was forever changed.
All right, so that was when they hired John Cooper. We're going to move on.
Jessica Simpson and Jeremy Renner are sparking romance rumors yet again.
Jeremy Renner seems like such a freaking pretentious person.
Over the past weeks, the Hollywood stars, who were first romantically linked back in 2010, have got the internet buzzing again a decade later.
Yeah, can you imagine them having sex? It'd be so freaking boring.
After they exchanged a few flirty comments on one another's social media.
You know these celebrities, when they make these comments, you know they're like, oh, well, let's see here. This will get us in the news.
It started back on March 8th when Jeremy posted a video of himself working out shirtless.
I love how I said working out with the clip.
Jessica left a fire emoji in the comments, which the actor hearted back. Then Jessica, who announced her split from Eric Johnson in
Jeremy Renner's like, maybe I can bang her.
January, after 10 years of marriage, took to her own social media to celebrate her new EP, Nashville Canyon Part 1, getting the top spot on iTunes.
All right, so there's that. Let me see here. Growing up, I loved the show Malcolm in the Middle because it was absolute positive chaos. And there's this.
I deserve the right to know what's going on around here.
Malcolm in the Middle is coming back with some major changes in store. Here's what we know about the highly anticipated reboot.
I loved Malcolm.
Frankie Muniz will be back as Malcolm, alongside his on-screen parents, Lois and Hal, played by Jane Kasmerick and Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston. Also returning are Christopher Masterson and Justin Bearfield.
I love Christopher Masterson's character
As Francis and Reese. But Eric Persilva will not be returning for the role of Dewey.
No! How are you going to have Malcolm in the Middle without Dewey? Oh my God, that's like having The Simpsons without Bart.
As the former actor has taken another life path, away from the cameras.
No, bro. Gotta be there, dude. Not having Dewey there is... I'm being dead serious.
In an interview with the fan site Malcolm France.
Wow, the mom really aged. She still looks good, though.
Jane Kasmerick says Eric, who is now 33, has left the industry, attending a prestigious American university, where he studies Victorian literature.
Friggin' boring, bro. Come back for just like 10 episodes. Please.
E! News has reached out to Disney for comment and has yet to hear back.
Wow, you're telling me E! News reached out for comment and didn't hear back? There's three things in life: death, taxes, and E! News never hearing back.
TikTok, clocks a juke and playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Riot Hoppy held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent by becoming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.